So today, let's break down the great state of North Carolina and show you why we rather deal with rural markets as opposed to city areas or densely populated areas. Let's go. What you're looking at on the screen here is a population density map. Today, we're dealing with North Carolina. Let's take two counties, for example. Let's take Wake County. That is where Raleigh, North Carolina sits at. Most of you are probably familiar with Raleigh, North Carolina. Then we're going to take a rural market, and then we're going to compare the two. As you see here, where Raleigh sits at, the population is over 1 million. Over 1.1 million people live in this area. Then when we bounce over here to Madison County, which is a rural area, you'll see that the total population is only 21,000. So that's really rural in comparison to population. Which one would you rather invest in? Where Raleigh sits at or Madison County? You may be thinking Raleigh, but you have to keep in mind when you're playing in such a crowded area, it's going to be a lot of competition. In fact, heavy competition. And we say, if you can compete with the big boys, have at it. If you don't have to compete with the big boys and you can make just as much money, just as fast, I'd rather be in Madison County. That's what the Acre Boys would rather do. Let's take a look at what sales are doing in both areas. If I come over here and I pull up sales in Madison County, the rural area, it shows me that in Madison County, currently on the market, there's 215 things currently for sale right now. And once we come out of there, it says that Wake County, where Raleigh sits at, currently on the market right now, there's 271 things for sale. So they're just about the same. Who would have guessed that this rural area has just as many things on the market as this populated area that is favorable and everyone knows about? Beats me. Let's look at things that have sold in these areas. If we pull up Madison County, the rural area, it says that 260 pieces of land have sold within the last 2 years. Then if we get out of there and we pull up Wake County, where Raleigh is, it says that 2,800 pieces have sold in the last 2 years, which says to us that it's highly competitive. Are properties selling there? I think we would all agree that it's in hot area. That's why it's an area that everyone knows about. So properties, of course, are moving over there, but you didn't know that properties are moving just as fast in this rural market. And that's just a quick breakdown of North Carolina. All these counties work the exact same way. Most of them are going to be rural, but rural markets sell, and they sell really, really well, as you can see in that example that we just gave. To hear more about how you can capitalize flipping rural vacant land, comment the word masterclass, and we'll be breaking this whole procedure down for you all the way from A to Z.